And we welcome you in to the John J. Moore Athletics and Fitness Center and Coach Charlie Brown Court here in Jersey City for match number 1 of 3 today here on Gothic Vision as we bring you NJCU men's volleyball. Today, the Gothic Knights in the first match take on the Bulldogs of Brooklyn College. Second match today will be Brooklyn against Wilkes. That will be a no broadcaster straight stream neutral court match, and then the final match of the day will be NJCU against Wilkes University out of the Middle Atlantic Conference. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ira Thor. Thanks for watching this matchup here on Gothic Vision. There you see the starting lineup for NJCU. Jonathan Andrews, yes, junior captain, outside hitter out of North Bergen. Christian Ramirez, the junior middle blocker. Leo Ferrari, who has transitioned from outside hitter to setter. Nicholas Figueroa will start at outside hitter, more so in a serving type role. Brandon DaSilva, the NCAA Division III leader in blocks and a 2-time Skyline Rookie of the Week, starts at the middle. And then Martin Chromulak, who's the other Skyline Rookie of the Week this year, he starts on the right side today. Martin actually, him and Brandon have won every Skyline Rookie of the Week award so far this year, as is a very strong freshman class under first-year head coach Carlo Edra and his coaching staff. Gothic Knights are 2-2. They have been idle for 10 days. They have not played since February 5th when they went on the road and swept Widener, who was undefeated at the time, and won easily 3-0. They've been idle for 10 days, so really the only action here at NJCU in that time has been track and field and, of course, men's and women's basketball. Both basketball teams are in action today. And important games down the Turnpike in Camden, as the women's basketball team has a chance today to clinch their first NJAC tournament berth since 1989 if they are able to knock off Camden today. The men could also clinch a playoff spot today with a win and a Rowan loss. I'll give you the lineup here for Brooklyn. Junior outside hitter Jasper Denko. Sophomore outside hitter number 7, Calvin Mullen. Brian Fox, sophomore setter out of Brooklyn, who wears number 9. Andres Vargas, a sophomore out of Bogota, Colombia, wears number 10. He's on the right side. Omar Rexika, sophomore middle blocker out of Alexandria, Egypt, wears number 13. And Michael Valentin, a senior out of Brooklyn, New York, wears number 16. That is your lineup today here as we are set to begin. Our down official there you see on the lower left-hand side of your screen, Edwin Alto, having a conversation with the assistant coach, Mike Kutcha. And to the very bottom left of your screen, new head coach Carlo Edra. New but not new, because, of course, he was part-time head coach from 2007 to 2011, is the third winningest coach in school history, and has an opportunity in this upcoming week to move into second place all-time, passing Chris Feliciano, who will be inducted into the NJCU Athletic Hall of Fame for his career as a men's and women's coach and a player. You still get your tickets for that event, which is on February 28th. And fans, did you know that NJCU Gothic Vision has its own app? It's true. If you have an iPhone, go to the App Store and download the NJCU Gothic Vision app today. It's free, and you can watch all the home games you cannot attend live on your mobile device. You might be watching it on your mobile device right now, but not on the app. Go to the App Store and download the Gothic Vision app. And if you miss it live and want to see it again, go back and watch on demand. All of this available on the Gothic Vision app. Get it now today. Michael Valentin will be the server here for Brooklyn as they're set to begin here. And the Gothic Knights back in action for the first time in 10 days. Brooklyn, members of the Chromulak Conference, and tipped over by Ferrari, is going to get the kill after the pass from the libero today, who is freshman Richard Valentin, who's getting the start in place of J.J. Bertoccia. J.J. will play the last match against Wilkes. Coach Edger giving a chance for his 19-man lineup. Everybody going to get an opportunity to see some action today. To the outside, as blocked right back, covered by their libero, Utko Tanrinen. Rolled over, tipped by Andrews, covered by Ferrari, and sent over by Ramirez as Brooklyn runs into each other. Valentin with the dig. Chromulak swings from the back row. And Brooklyn, a lot of free balls early on. Ferrari finds Ramirez. That's going to get dug back over. Another chance. Andrews will destroy it. No chance when Andrews has that much space on the pin. The libero for Brooklyn, who's wearing white, and he's going to be your primary passer, is Utku Tanritanir, is how you say it. That is a mouthful. Nice back set here, and a cross-court put away by Danko. Danko is their top player on the year with 68.5 points, including a team-high 52 kills. 2-1 NJCU early on. Ramirez slides it through. And it'll be Ramirez to serve here for the Gothic Knights. Christian Ramirez, junior middle blocker out of West New York Memorial High School. It's a very young team, but Ramirez is one of the veterans already, only in his third year. Back set, that's going to slip through on the attack by Vargas. And that will be sent over by NJCU. In the middle. Oh, and a blocking error called on DaSilva. And he knew it. And a point for Brooklyn. Right back to Andrews with the power. Fans, for the most current NJC news in real time, follow the Gothic Knights on Twitter. That handle is at NJCU Athletics. Follow NJCU on Twitter today. We are hashtag Jersey City's team. Ferrari with a little help from his friend, the net, with the ace. There was one point in time where that would be a service error. That was in the dark ages of volleyball back when I was playing. Now, if you can use the tape, it can be a weapon. Another good serve. This might come over. It will not. And a free ball opportunity for the Knights. Ferrari, right side. Chromulak off the block for the kill. So the Knights with a 6-2 edge here. And Ferrari using the tape again. Kept alive by Brooklyn. Pushed over the block. Ferrari, now Valentin. And that's going to be a double. So Valentin, the freshman out of Piscataway, New Jersey, the heir apparent to J.J. Bertoccia at the libero position. Of course, Valentin a freshman. J.J. one of just two seniors on the team, along with Julian Marrera, who also is not playing in this match. The Knights giving some of their younger players an opportunity. Andrews not a younger player. He destroys this one. It's going to go long off the block for the kill. Just massive power from Andrews, who's able to slug that one through so hard that it's dug back and over the end line. We'll have a substitution. Here's Andrews. Goes to serve. Coming in place of Valentin in the front row will be freshman James Bajer out of Bayonne, one of the young freshmen that NJC has a lot of hope for. Off of DaSilva. He thought he had that. Look at his face. He is in shock. And serving for the Bulldogs will be number 9, Brian Falk. sophomore out of Edward R. Murrow High School in Brooklyn. Out to Bajer, the lefty. Dug up by Falk. And that one cross-court winner for Denko. Seven to 5, NJCU on top early here in game number 1. Bajer on the reception, out to Chromulak. Didn't get all of that one, but he got enough as he slides it inside the back line. The line judge on that side is one of the top track and field athletes in the New Jersey Athletic Conference, Dave Etienne, who started his career before we had track as a men's volleyball player. We used to be one of the team's best players in the middle, was a Rookie of the Week early on in his career. That set off the net, and James Bajer swings and into the net on that one, as that set was well off the mark where he expected it, could not adjust. So serving here will be Omar Regzika, sophomore out of Alexandria, Egypt, 6'2". He's averaging 1.24 kills per set so far on the season. The Bulldogs are 4-5 overall. Bajer is going to get a kill off of that. So after missing the first one, Bajer, second attempt with the winner, and the Knights with a 3-point lead for Martin Chromulak, one-time NJAC Rookie of the Week, will serve. Just misses wide. It'll be Michael Valentin serving here for Brooklyn. Bajer over to Ferrari. Chromulak from the back row takes off. And a good attempt to try to cover it, but kill for Chromulak despite the diving effort from Utku Tanritanir. So on that kill, Andrews back in the front row. And Nicholas Figueroa will serve as he comes back into the match. The freshman out of County Prep here in Jersey City. 10-7 NJCU. Off the block, another kill for Denko. They keep going to him, and why not? He has come through so far. Denko now with 3 kills and 6 swings. Two-point lead for the Knights. Ferrari to Ramirez. He's going to slot that one off the net for the kill. So Ramirez, after getting the kill, he's back to serve for NJCU. Back set. Ferrari off the touch. Chromulak, nice set. Andrews with the winner. Chromulak, 6'7", good hands. And that's what you want to see from your right side. Be an option as a secondary setter. If the setter and the libero are not in position. And a great set by him, the young freshman from Garfield. From the back row, little change of direction, change of speed on that one. Fooled the Knights as Denko gets his 4th kill. Three-point lead for the Knights. DaSilva destroys it. These teams met last year also in a tri-match here in Jersey City. That was back March 23rd, 2019. And Brooklyn beat NJCU 3-2. NJCU won the first and 4th sets. Brooklyn won the... Actually, I take that back. No, I was right the first time. I can't read. It's too early in the morning. NJCU won the first and the fourth sets. Brooklyn survived the second and third sets, 26-24 both times. They won't survive that, however. A double block by DaSilva and Chromulak. DaSilva, the nation's leader in blocks per set as a freshman, got a big piece of that one. Now the lead is 5. In that match last year, Brooklyn won the fifth set 15-10. As that jumper by Ferrari is too long. This is the 27th meeting all-time. NJCU leads the all-time series 24-2, including that loss last year to Brooklyn. Brooklyn has won the last 2 meetings under a previous staff. And NJCU trying to end that streak today. Back set to Andrews, and that's going to find its way through for the kill. So NJCU, you could do the math from what I just said, actually had won the first 24 all-time meetings between these schools, and Brooklyn has won the last 2 in 2018 and 2019. The Knights trying to end that one today. James Bajer back in here for Figueroa. John Andrews to the back row. He'll serve his team up by 5. Big serve, and that is landed on the line. Miscommunication there between Bajer and Valentine. And that's going to end up being a dig kill for Brooklyn. Big break there for the Bulldogs. And back to serve will be Brian Falk. Ferrari to Chromulak, cross court, puts it away. Into the back corner, he sticks it. And tipped over here by Chromulak. Brooklyn trying the counter, and they attack into the net. An attack error by number 13, Omar Razika. And the Knights have their largest lead at 6 points. And Brandon DaSilva will serve. NJCU, by the way, was supposed to have played Wilkes last year. The match actually ended up being canceled. Back set here, Chromulak, that's blocked back, covered by Ferrari. Andrews, nice hands, goes back to Chromulak. Dug up by Falk. Brooklyn tips it over to block. Ferrari's there. Back set to Silva. Everybody in this team can set, and Bajer comes through as he tips it into a useful spot. 18-11 lead. Brooklyn's is going to have to send this over. Free ball opportunity. Andrews covers. Ferrari outside. Quickly to Ramirez. And he gets the kill. When NJCU plays Wilkes later today, it will actually end up being just the 3rd meeting all time. Wilkes is a fairly new program. NJCU's won both meetings all time against the Colonels. And both actually have gone to 5 sets, 3-2. Wilkes is 6-5 on the year. A lot of teams in action today, playing about 500 volleyball early on this year. Of course, Brooklyn's 4-5, Wilkes 6-5, as I mentioned. They both have lost their last 2 matches. The Gothic Knights are 2-2, just their 5th match of the year. They lead by 7. Razika with the serve. Ferrari to Bajer. Good cover there by Razika. And then Brooklyn with the kill. Great effort laying out by Razika. Keeps the play alive, and the Bulldogs with the side out. And Razika will serve. Gothic Knights with a 6-point lead. It's 19-13. That one is just long. And Brandon DaSilva, I take it back. Martin Chromulak now to serve. There you see Chromulak, 6'7", He was an all-state sectional player for Garfield High School. That is tipped over. Good decision there by Dianco, recognizing the double block, and NJCU Chromulak didn't get there quickly enough to cover, and the Bulldogs cut it to 20-14. And it'll be Michael Valentin, the serve. Jumper, good pass by Andrews. Chromulak, just authority from the back row as he flies from about 8 feet behind the 10-foot line. The 10-foot line, of course, is the stripe that you see going across the court that separates the net from the back row. Now, Figueroa is in NJCU leading by 7 here in the first set. Off the tape, covered by Danko. That one is attacked long. Brooklyn wants a touch, and they get the touch. So off of the NJCU block, and Brooklyn with the side out, down by 6. Jumper is wide. So NJCU 3 points away from taking this opening set. And it'll be Christian Ramirez to serve. And an ace, a last second coverage and then a block. That is a block by DaSilva and I believe Andrews. And 23-15. Kept alive by Chromulak. Ferrari pushes outside Andrews. And that becomes a kill. And NJCU has set point, leading by 9, 24-15. And DaSilva and Ferrari with the rejection as NJCU takes the set 25-15. They lead 1-0. We'll take a break. NJCU in front. Back here in Jersey City as we get set for game number 2, the Gothic Knights with a 25-15 victory in the opening set. Taking a look at the numbers thus far, NJCU with a very efficient hitting percentage, .552. That is a staggering number overall. 17 kills, only one attack error. It was that set that was off the net that James Bajer was off balance and didn't really have much of a chance for. Knights also with 3 blocks, including 3 by Brandon DaSilva, the NCAA leader in blocks. Brooklyn didn't have a bad first set. They had 11 kills and hit .259, a very respectable percentage, but the Gothic Knights just too much. Dug up. Oh, what a dig by Figueroa. And that's going to be set over by a new setter. We'll see Daniel Esteva for the first time. He's at libero. And Ramirez with the thunder. In that opening set, by the way, Jonathan Andrews, 6 kills, 7 attempts, no errors, an .857 percentage. Ramirez, he now has 4 kills and 5 swings, hitting .800 himself. Off the tape, nearly an ace. Covered by Brooklyn, rolled over by Dianco. Esteva's there. Ferrari to Andrews. And that was a missed call. That was in. And the line judge calls it out. That was definitely in. I'm looking right at it. So that was a missed call there. Gothic Knights don't argue it, but that one was plain as day. 1-1 is your score. Esteva, who's a transfer from NJT. And Andrews once again. Jonathan Andrews, all you got to do is just put the ball near the pin, and he always puts it away. He's that efficient. A first-team All-NJAC performer last year. Already multiple awards on the season, a one-time NJAC Player of the Week last week, and he's a 2-time Skyline Conference Honor Roll selection. That is sent over, and Figueroa will send it deep after the pinball. And off the block, Andres Vargas with the kill. Into the match for the first time, we're going to see number 3, Rashad Singh. He's a freshman libero out of Hempstead, New York, and he will serve for Brooklyn. We are even at 2 here in game 2. Andrews again. Andrews, so many options. He's been playing club volleyball in an adult league, so he's playing with guys who played at Penn State and George Mason and so many major D1 programs, guys who've just finished their careers, and that experience for him playing for Jiva has just made him even a better player than he already is. And Ferrari with the jumper into the tape. So we're even at 3-3. Only new player in the match right now is at the libero position, as we mentioned. Daniel Esteva, number 10. He's a freshman, 5'10", out of Union, New Jersey. And he gets the serve reception. Back set. Andrews with annihilation. Jonathan Andrews put that one through the court. And he will go back to serve. Andrews now with just incredible. 9 kills in 10 attempts. No errors, and he will serve. Jumper for the ace. Kill, ace, block, set. There's pretty much nothing Andrews cannot do. He is that complete of a volleyball player. If there's such a thing as a 5-tool player in this sport, he is certainly one of them. Another useful spot, switches the corners and sticks it in the back corner for back-to-back aces. And the Gothic Knight lead is 6-3. Big toss by Andrews this time. Leaves it short. So a 2-point lead for NJCU here. They won the first set by 10. Nice little run at the end to pull away. Bajer with the pass. In the middle, DaSilva destroys it. Good serve, and it's going to be tipped over. Ferrari over to Chromulak, tools the block. Back set, and putting it away is Omar Razika. Zika leaves that one short, so service error gives NJCU a side out, leading 9-5. Good serve. This is going to come over, covered by Esteva. Bajer swings, and that's going to be 4 touches, not off the block. It actually hit the tape, so good call by our officials for this match. 3-point lead for the Gothic Knights, and it'll be Valentin back to serve here for Brooklyn. Good serve. Bajer has to go to his left to cover. From the back row, Chromulak swings. Valentin with the dig. And stuffed down by a combination of Ramirez and Bajer. After the double block, it'll be Figueroa to serve. NJCU leading by 4. Blocked back by Ramirez. Brooklyn covers, and they're going to free ball it over. Ramirez is there. To Ferrari. Looking for Andrews. His first error of the match as the set was behind him, and he tried to roll it into open space but clipped the antenna. So the perfect day for Andrews comes to an end, and the night lead is now 3, and serving will be Jasper Dienko. Ferrari, back row, Chromulak, what an option from the back, but he misses just wide. Two-point lead here for the Knights in game 2. Jumper by Dienko's long. Dienko's a good server on the year. He leads Brooklyn in aces per set at .54. And just 1 behind Valentin for the total team lead in total aces. Good serve off the basket, kept alive by Dienko. And then a great save by Valentin for the Bulldogs. But Andrews has the option. Andrews swings away. After a dig by Dienko, that is a double contact. And a break for the Knights. You know, Dienko did the hard work there with the dig, but Falk called for the ball handling error. Back set, that's way too tight to the net. That is a setting error on Brooklyn. So a 5-point lead now, largest of the set for the Knights as Ramirez serves. From the back row, Dienko will roll that one over. Ferrari looking for DaSilva. Not a great set, but DaSilva covers. Oh, that comes over. Chance for the Knights to swing away. They did not. And miscommunication there between Ferrari and Chromulak. Off the block, dug up by Figueroa, but they can't save it. And a kill, I believe, by Brian Falk. Brooklyn will sub. We'll see Singh back in to serve. Of course, Brooklyn's a member of the Cognac Conference, and they're in the upper echelon of the league, but top 2 teams in that conference, as that is put away by Andrews. Top 2 teams in the league every single year. It doesn't matter what the year is. It's Baruch and Hunter. Those are the two teams that always fight it out for the league title. It's been Hunter of late, but Baruch is a formidable foe. They actually swept NJCU earlier this year, 3-0. A rare bad match that day for Andrews. And the attack error gives NJCU side out their largest lead of the second set right now at 15-9. A 6-point advantage for Leo Ferrari, NJCU's top server. Ferrari averaging .62 aces per set. Nearly another one there. And a free ball opportunity. Chance for the Knights to capitalize. Chromulak. And what's the call? Chromulak with a foot line error. And a side out. 15-10, NJCU on top. Brooklyn, can they take advantage? Andres Vargas will serve. Vargas, only 5 aces on the season. DaSilva, with the thunder. DaSilva just put so much on that one. Vargas had no opportunity for the dig. And that one sails into the crowd. The lead is 6. James Bajer back in for the Knights as John Andrews will serve. Too long. DaSilva into open space. A year ago, Brooklyn was 10-12 overall, 2-5 in the Cooney. Finished 6th in the league. And Chromulak's called for the net violation. Brooklyn is 1-2 in the league right now. Ramirez kept alive by Valentin. Falk looking for Dianco. Bajer's there. Back set. Chromulak. This one's very tight. And a block by Bajer as that one sails into the table. So Chromulak is team up by 6. And he's aiming for me. Was unable to come through, and it becomes a service error. As the 6th service error for NJCU against 3 aces. Brooklyn, no aces, 4 errors thus far as Michael Valentin serving. That's a good serve. Chromulak from the back row puts it away. And we'll see Figueroa in here to serve for the Knights. Going to come over, and Andrews will capitalize. You give a free ball opportunity to a hitter like that, and you see what happens as Andrews comes through already with 11 kills in 16 swings. His staggering numbers for John Andrews early on. Good serve by Figueroa. And a block back. Second chance here for Brooklyn. And slipping it past the blockers was Dianco. That is his 10th kill in 17 swings. So he and Andrews have been the storyline on attack. And he'll serve here for Brooklyn. Andrews, oh, not coming back. Seven-point lead for the Knights, and Christian Ramirez, your server. Ramirez, 4 kills and 6 swings so far. He also got 4 digs as a middle blocker, and now he's got an ace to add to his account. As the Knights, 3 away from taking the set. NJCU is hitting .442, and when you add 6 blocks and 4 aces, that is a nice line through game 2. Ramirez took a little something off that one in the middle, and that one goes long on the attack error by Calvin Mullen. Haven't said his name very much. And the lead is 23-14. Ramirez changes sides, different look here. That's going to be rolled over. Opportunity here for the Knights, but not a good pass. Andrews off the net. That is dug up, and then it's blocked down. Combo block here by DaSilva and Ferrari. The nation's leader in blocks continues to add to his account, and Gothic Knights have set point up by 10. Ramirez leaves it short, very, very short, as he gets a little laugh at that one. That's why I don't jump serve anymore myself, because everyone will look like that. Singh will serve, trying to keep Brooklyn alive here in the second set. Ferrari back to DaSilva, and he misses super long. So the second set continues. NJCU won the first one 25-15. See if they can win this one by 9. Ferrari tries to be sneaky on 2. Brooklyn's going to send it over to keep it alive. Esteva with the dig. Ferrari to Chromulak. Into open space to end the set, 25-16. And the Gothic Knights lead 2-9. Well, NJCU with their 30th kill. Brooklyn has just 16. That's your difference right now. NJCU a 2-1 edge in kills in this match. And they haven't even played all of their top hitters. That's how dominant NJCU's been, as we haven't even seen Joey Morera or Jeff Rodriguez yet. 2 of NJCU's attack leaders on the year. And NJCU still with some dynamic numbers as we head to set 3. We'll take a break and see if NJCU can win this one in a sweep and pick up their 25th win all-time against Brooklyn. We'll find out when we come back here on Gothic Vision. As I get a high five here, a fist pound from Martin Chromulak. We're set to begin our third set. And one change for NJCU. In the middle, we will see freshman Ivan Alberti, 6'5", out of West New York and Memorial High School. So a chance for another one of NJCU's young players to see some action. Ira Thor with you live here on Gothic Vision. Our director is Paul Tanasili, Ricky Voss, John Putter, all on the cameras today. As NJCU here in the first of 3 matches in this building today. Of course, the next match will be neutral. It'll be Brooklyn against Wilkes. That'll start at about 1 o'clock. And then NJCU against Wilkes in the final match of the day. Valentin serving here, leaves it short as we begin game number 3. And an ace as Valentin, I should say Figueroa is aces Valentin, and NJCU with a 2-0 lead. And slipping it through the block, a big smile from Dianco as he gets it past Alberti and Andrews. And a 2-1 lead for the Knights. Side out for Brooklyn. Dianco will serve. And he sends it long. I'm not sure if I agree with this rotation here for Brooklyn. As Dianco, their top attacking players in the back row on the... Ooh, Alberti with the ace. And a big reaction from the NJCU faithful. That is the first ace of his collegiate career. But as I was saying, I don't know if I like the rotation as Dianco is in the back row after the first side out. He's your top attacking player. Ferrari unloads. Now that's an option for the Knights when you have a player in Leo Ferrari who was a starting outside hitter for this team last year, now the starting setter. Well, what that does is it gives you yet another player who could swing away, and he can do so on 2. That is blocked back, covered by Brooklyn, and sent over. Ferrari, DaSilva, destruction. (6-1) NJCU leading. Blocked back by Ferrari and DaSilva, and Brooklyn's going to free ball this one over. Alberti, not a great touch. Chromulak with the kill. See a substitution here. Entering the match for the Knights will be Dominic Castellano, popular sophomore outside hitter out of Hudson Catholic. (7-1) lead for the Knights. And leaving that one short is Vargas. All this is behind the serving of Alberti. Jonathan Andrews is now out of this match. He's standing directly to my left, hearing everything I say. That one is sent over. Chromulak covers. Ferrari outside the Castellano. Cross court dug up by the libero on the dive. From the back row, the attack by Dianco, covered by Chromulak. Castellano swings away again. His team up 8-1. Alberti covers. Ferrari leaves it a little short. Castellano keeps it alive, sends it over. Long rally here, and that is blocked back, dug up by Valentin. DaSilva gets another touch, 6'6". He's getting hands on almost everything. complete disruption, and then Brooklyn, you saw the double contact and the frustration from Valentin. (9-1) lead. Alberti still serving. Castellano covers. Ferrari, back row, put away on the touch. Another kill for Chromulak. That is number 9. 9 kills, 19 swings for the freshman from Garfield. And Alberti's just got himself a nice little run. His first time serving in his second career ace. And Brooklyn will use a timeout, down big, 11-1. And you see the reaction there as Alberti is mobbed by his teammates. The young freshman middle hasn't seen a ton of time this year in his heavy veteran lineup. In fact, he's only played one set on the season in the first 13, but when your team's up 2-0 and won the first 2 sets big, your head coach has confidence in you. You're going to see some time, and Alberti is making the most of it here in game number 3. Hey fans, are you following the Gothic Knights on the Instagram? On your mobile device, follow at NJCU Gothic Knights to follow all the action for all of our teams. Learn about upcoming events, award winners, news, or just see great video and photo content. Plus, team takeovers on IG stories. Follow NJCU Gothic Knights on Instagram today. And are you a subscriber to the Gothic Knights on YouTube? You should be. Log on to youtube.com/NJCU Gothic Knights and subscribe today. We will see a substitution. Ferrari, his day is done here in the first match. And junior setter Alexander Umanzor now at setter, his team, with a 10-point lead after the Bulldogs timeout. An 11-1 lead for NJCU. Alberti, another good serve. Covered by Chromulak on the dig. In the middle, DaSilva, dug up by Valentin. And then a free ball sent over by Tanritanier. And a bad set, and NJCU sends it over. Dug up by Castellano. DaSilva. And Umanzor swings away. Castellano's there again. Umanzor tips it over to keep it alive. And the Bulldogs, that's not a great pass, but it will be effective. Castellano swings away. Dug up again by Tanritanier. They keep trying to hit it high to get it over to DaSilva because he blocks everything. Chromulak saves it. DaSilva swings away and gets the kill. Could not be saved as Dianco got his hands on it, but DaSilva hit it so hard that it carried off Dianco and off of the underside of the raised baskets here at the JMAC. 12-1 after that long rally. And Ivan Alberti is living behind the service line. Oh, and it takes a redirection off the tape to end that rally. Alberti, a secret weapon, driving behind the service line. 12-2, his team is in front. Esteva, DaSilva's going to tip it over, and when Brooklyn can't cover, DaSilva gets credit for the kill. That is the 7th kill in 10 swings for DaSilva. 1 error, 600 hitting percentage. Great day for him to go along with 4 blocks. And that one sneaks inside the line. Oh, and DaSilva with the destruction. It's 14-3. And Castellano will serve for the Knights. His team up 11. And kept alive after DaSilva and Chromulak 6-6 and 6-7. Put hands on it, and then no surviving that one as Chromulak puts it away. 15-3. Point lead for the Knights. Dominic Castellano serves again. And that is a triple block for the Knights. Chromulak, DaSilva, and Figueroa. First triple block of the day for NJCU. And they lead by 13. That one is long. And Brooklyn will sub here. We'll see Calvin Mullen in. Figueroa swings away. It's going to come over. Brooklyn can't cover it, and then out of play as they cannot save it. The Knights with yet another point as Brooklyn's passing has let them down here on some very playable balls here in the third set. Brooklyn had a very efficient first two sets, but NJCU just overpowered them as that is an ace for NJCU. And Brandon DaSilva, his second ace of the day. And we will see Aaron Mantilla come in here at setter with a new hairdo and an 18-4 lead. And that's set over on two. NJCU completely caught off guard there. And substitution here for Brooklyn. Number 15, Hunan Butt, freshman middle blocker out of Brooklyn, will see the court. NJCU 7 points away from victory. That one very long. So a service error, and NJCU now just 6 points away from the match as Martin Chromulak will serve. Looking for a high five from Dominic Castellano, who did not see him, sort of like Donald Trump and Nancy Pelosi. Or did they? We'll never know. In the middle, Alberti with authority. Good set by Alexander Umanzor. It's 20-5 NJCU. Chromulak with the toss. Good serve. And another ace. That is the 8th ace of the match for NJCU, along with 9 blocks and 40 kills. Another good serve. And Brooklyn's going to free ball this one out of play. That is an attack error. As that free ball should have been in. And it's 22-5. Alberti got his hands on that one. That one comes over. Mantilla's going to be in the outside hitter role right now, not setting. And then Umanzor just turns, but he was a back row attacker. And that is an attack error on NJCU. So a break here for Brooklyn, but a huge deficit. And this one will not last much longer. See if Brooklyn can get into double figures. That one too long. NJCU now 2 points away from victory. And serving will be Aaron Mantilla, sophomore out of Kearney. One of our statisticians during the women's volleyball season. Him and Leo Ferrari. Good serve by Mantilla. Covered there by Esteva. Chromulak from the back row puts it away, and the Gothic Knights have match point. And on match point, Mantilla leaves it short. And the last chance here for Brooklyn, Calvin Mullen will be the server. Esteva's there. Outside, miscommunication as Mantilla goes down, slips on the court. Remains match point. Esteva outside Castellano. That is kept alive on the dig by Valentin, who sends it over. Esteva's there for the dig. Mantilla from the back row. No touch. And Brooklyn continues. 3 points in a row here for Brooklyn. Castellano. And that will end it. Dominic Castellano with the final nail as NJCU victorious today in 3 sets, 25-15, 25-16, and 25-9. A dominant third set to put an exclamation mark on NJCU's third win of the season. They improved to 3-2. Brooklyn, their third straight loss, they dropped to 4-6. Final numbers today, John Andrews hit .600 with 14 kills in 20 swings, along with 4 digs. Martin Chromulak, another excellent effort, 11 kills, hit .429, adding 7 digs. And Leo Ferrari, 28 assists and 5 digs. Of course, Brandon DaSilva, can't forget him. 8 kills, hit .636, and he had 5 blocks as NJCU is victorious. 25-9 in the final set. That will do it here in our first match. We will sign off the air. The second match, we will not have a play-by-play announcer. We're just going to have the straight stream for the Brooklyn Wilkes fans out there. Then, of course, the final match of the day, back with a regular Gothic Vision broadcast as NJCU will look to go 2-0 on the day. This Gothic Vision broadcast has been a copyrighted production of New Jersey City University Athletics. All rights are reserved. For more information, please contact the NJCU Office of Athletic Communications. For our entire crew, I'm Ira Thor. Thanks for watching this broadcast of NJCU Men's Volleyball as the Gothic Knights win 3-0 over Brooklyn. Be well, everybody.